the Jazz are at 23. It was very apparent last year they didn't have enough shooting. Dennis Lindsey said a couple of different times they need more snipers on their team. In that range, Tyler Hero is a guy that I got to see up close and in person in Lexington, and that was early in the season. He seems to fit that mold, 6'6", got that frame. He's a terrific shooter. How's he project for you, and how would he fit within a system that Quinn Snyder's running?
Well, I'm going to be totally honest, Bill, because when I think of shooters in this draft, the couple guys that come to mind, really knockdown snipers. Cam Johnson from North Carolina, who's going to be a 23-year-old senior because he transferred. I think he's as good a shooter as there is in this draft. I think the young man from Belmont, Dylan Windler, is also a great shooter. Now, Dylan's got a little bit of Joe Ingles. I don't know if he's that high at 23, but I'm not a Tyler Hero fan. I mean, I'm a fan of his. He's a good kid. I've been around him, and if he's playing at Kentucky, I'm a huge fan. But I saw him get 3 jump shots blocked in one game this year. His length is very below average, or at least what we call marginal by NBA standards. He definitely can space the floor and knock down an open shot, but I don't think he's elusive or athletic enough. And, personally, I know, again, the mock drafts have him, in the teens, but I think they can do better, in my humble opinion. And, of course, they know what they're doing far better than I do.
No doubt about it. Windler's at the end of the first round. I've seen Cam Johnson anywhere from end of the first round, beginning of the second round. And both those guys have been linked to the Utah Jazz as well. So I think they don't care where they get it, Fran. I think they just know they've got to get a little bit better and surround Donovan Mitchell with a few more shooters.
Yeah, and I think the other thing, too, is, when you're picking 23, I got so much respect for Dennis and his staff, obviously. I know those guys well. If you can't get a guy at 23 in the draft that's going to take at least cover up for something that you desperately need, I still think that they'll probably, if they can't get that kind of guy, the shooter, say, they can get it in a free agency situation. Like, there's a kid at Arizona State that I love, Rubens Dort. 6'4" point guard. He is not a shooter right now. He only shot 30%, but 6'4", 220, quick, athletic, great kid, just coming into his own. English is his third language because he grew up in Montreal as a Haitian immigrant. And, there's a kid that you could play at the point and move Donovan off the ball some and be a little creative. But I think there's going to be some talented kids in that range